Oh, yeah. Woo! Woo-hoo! Woo!
It's glue and whipped cream. Hi, boys and girls. Stephen Kruiser here, and welcome to a special holiday edition of our weekly little foray into the perilous intellectual wasteland of the mainstream media that we call Cruiser Control. And to show you just how special it is, Matt's joining us today. You know Sammy.
Yeah.
And both of them have bells on and are standing underneath mistletoe. Make out will happen. While we spend much of our time playing online zookeepers to that chimp habitat at MSNBC, we occasionally find regular fodder on the supposedly neutral CNN, where a new favorite target for mockery emerged this past year. Her name is Soledad O'Brien. Soledad is a Spanish word meaning solitude, which is most fitting since that pretty much describes the ratings void in which Ms. O'Brien has been broadcasting since she took over the morning duties at CNN. After plunging the time slot into lows not seen by the network since Bill Clinton was just beginning to warm up his zipper on the national stage, rumors are now swirling that new CNN president Jeff Zucker may replace Soledad with Aaron Burnett and a bearded lady clog team. I couldn't speak anymore. But we plow right through. You know why? Semi-professionals. Rather than wait to see if that actually comes to pass, we thought we would do an early farewell show and hope for the best, because the season really is about hope for the future. Our girl Soledad is as predictable as she is biased. She has only 3 settings when oozing bias: snotty, confrontational, or snotty and confrontational at the same time. Let us begin with an example of the latter.
We're going over or toward the fiscal cliff. If you do nothing, all of our taxes are going up. So why not, as a first move, say, listen, nobody at this point wants to raise taxes on the middle class and people who are lower income. So let's do some kind of a deal now, and that'll keep us from going over the fiscal cliff.
Who wouldn't want to spend mornings staring at that kind of charm over a cup of coffee? Eyes rolling, voice dripping with toxic condescension. Soledad may be on CNN now, but every time she interviews a Republican guest, the fact that she used to work at MSNBC shows and oozes out like garlicky sweat on a pizza junkie in summertime.
And I think there are firefighters and teachers and police officers whose jobs were kept, would not have had jobs, whose jobs were kept because of the stimulus. So, I mean, I think you could, like, we could do an entire 2-hour debate on the stimulus. If the stimulus hadn't been passed, then what would have happened to the economy? I mean, didn't that, to a large degree, help the economy?
What's this with the eye? The stimulus hadn't... Don't you just want to give her a hug, guys? Yeah, me neither. CNN could save itself some money on production costs by simply letting Ms. O'Brien spout the day's DNC talking points to cardboard cutouts of guests with opposing viewpoints. She has an ongoing fatal attraction with blatant bias, and she won't be ignored. Like so many in the lowest common denominator, lib media hive mind, Soledad O'Brien is under the mistaken impression that she's a clever little lass. It's easy, however, to be the smartest and funniest gal in a participation trophy room full of people whose IQs range from 0 to silly putty. I wonder what the over-under is on the number of times she practiced the face in this next clip in front of the mirror that morning.
Of the 800,000 plus jobs that have been lost during the Obama administration, do you know what percentage of them have been lost by women? 92%.
Wow, 92%. That would be a shocking number if it were true, which it really isn't exactly.
Making out with herself in the mirror. She was so wrong about that, guys, that even George Stephanopoulos was on the other side. Honestly, he said the 92% was right. But why quibble about veracity? She made a cute face for the camera. I'm pretty. We finish our Let's Hope She's Gone Soon episode with a classic Soledad O'Brien clip from one of the presidential debates. It's a perfect example of the inner workings of a biased mainstream media hack. They decide that their newly minted meme about the glory of President Obama must be true and can't imagine that anyone else would think differently.
President Obama, as we all know, got in a dig about Mitt Romney saying that the Navy was the smallest since 1916, and he said, well, we have fewer horses and bayonets as well. We got some big laughs out of the crowd on that, and I'm going to start, if I can, for a moment with Bob Thwaites over here. I'm going to go this way. Trying to figure out how to do this. So you've said, you know, often we in the media talk about moments. Did you think that that was an important moment that would influence your vote in any way?
No, not at all.
Immediately after that, Soledad asked him why he was so intolerant and then ate his face. Sadly, Barack Obama won't be out of a job in January, but if we're lucky, that smug little package of pretentious condescension that's been dragging CNN to the bottom of the cable news ratings heap will be joining that 92% that she lied about being alive. For Matt, Sammy, and everyone here at PJTV, I'm Stephen Kruiser, thanking you as always for watching and wishing each and every one of you the happiest of holidays. I love you guys.